Hey guys, today I'm sitting on the floor with just a pile of clothes around me, ready to show you all the things that I would pack if I was doing off-ship travel for semester at sea. So I have already made a ton of videos on my channel about like what to pack for semester at sea, what I wish I would have packed. I even showed like what I had in my carry-on and all of that stuff. But this video is specifically for if you're spending nights off the ship and how to pack lightly for that. Keyword lightly. You're not going to be wanting to like lug around a lot of stuff and like try to live in luxury off the ship. You're just going to bring the bare essentials to get you through those few days away from your main home base, which is the ship, of course. So the main two ways that you would be doing this off-ship travel is either through a field program or doing independent travel and planning it all for yourself. So if you are doing a field program, they will actually give you like a packing list if it's an overnight one, so you can know what you need to bring, all of that stuff. But if you are doing independent travel, you're sort of on your own to just figure out what to do. And I never did an overnight field program. I only traveled with my friends and we just like planned it for ourselves. So we always just had to figure out what to pack on our own. So I'm going to show you what I would pack for just a normal trip. I'm going to do, I think, 3 days, 2 nights. That was something we did a lot. So I hope this is helpful. So let's get right into it. You can either bring like a duffel bag sort of thing or use a backpack, and I always just used a backpack. I had this exact one actually, but in maroon. I also use it for like school, so I brought my old one that I had used in like middle school, I think, because I knew it was gonna get not destroyed, but it wasn't gonna be in like great condition when I came back, because you're like traveling the world. So don't bring like your favorite brand new backpack that you don't want to get messed up, because it's very possible that it might. But I found that this one by Herschel was a really good size for being able to fit a ton of stuff in it and still having it not be too heavy on my back. Other people had like Patagonia ones or just like larger versions, but I feel like any normal size backpack is gonna be great. So the first thing that I always brought, and I'm gonna be putting this all in the backpack so you can see that it does indeed fit, but the first thing that I would always bring with me is a towel, because obviously you're on semester at sea. Every country that you go to is going to be on the water because the ship like pulls up, and there's always going to be beaches that you want to go to. Like, even if your travel plans aren't to like lie on the beach, you're probably going to end up on the beach anyway. So that is something important to remember. And also you might be staying somewhere that doesn't provide like towels, so you want to have a backup just in case they don't have towels for you if you stay at a hostel or something. So long story short, the first thing that I would pack in my backpack is a towel. So this one might be even thicker than the one I had on the ship, but you're gonna want to look for a really thin towel that can roll up really small. You really don't need like the fluffiest, most luxurious towel that you can have at home when you have a ton of space to live in. You want a thin towel that won't take up a ton of space in your bag. So yes, this one is definitely bigger than the one that I had for my actual ship travel, but this one will work just fine, and I'm gonna shove that into the very bottom of my backpack first because it takes up the most space. Okay, the towel is in. Let's talk about clothing options next. Actually, just since we put the towel in, I'm also gonna throw in a swimsuit because the swimsuit goes with the towel. You need one. This one's just a bikini. It really doesn't matter what kind you have. So a swimsuit's going in next. If you have extra room at the end and you really feel like you need 2 swimsuits, you can do that, but I think that one is gonna do just fine for like a 3-day sort of trip. Okay, so for clothing, I spent a lot of my time on the ship in like dresses because they're easy to pack. It was always hot in the countries we were going to, and they looked really cute in photographs, which I don't know, I like taking photos on my travels and just me like twirling around wherever we are. So I'm just gonna go through this day by day. So on the first day, I would probably wear a dress like I was just talking about. This one is long and I feel like it could be considered dressy or like paired more casually if you don't want it to be a dressy sort of look. But I like that it's long because then you're not gonna get stuck to like bus seats and you don't have to worry about like your backpack making it right up or anything, and it's like appropriate for all the places you're going. So this is the dress that I would wear for the first travel day, and then under it, of course, I would need like a bra or bralette and then some underwear. So this is all stuff I don't need to pack like in my bag because I'll be wearing it when I'm traveling. And then I would always bring some sort of closed-toe pair of shoes because you never know if you're gonna be walking around a lot, if you're doing like hiking or something. The options are like regular tennis shoes. I had like 2 pairs of these on the ship because I needed one for like working out and then one for like getting super like messy in the countries. And then I also had like Vans. So I know like I had this issue a lot. I was like, it's so ugly to wear tennis shoes with dresses. and like I still like don't really like it, like this sort of tennis shoe. But I did do it sometimes when I was traveling just because I had to like bite the bullet and save space. So I would wear this sort of tennis shoe when traveling with like whatever outfit I had on, which was fine. Like no one cared. But that is something to be aware of. You might have to sacrifice sometimes fashion for actually being able to fit your clothes in your bag. But for this packing video, we're gonna assume that I'm not going somewhere like Costa Rica where I did a ton of hiking and that my feet could actually handle like just walking around. So I'm gonna bring my Vans instead. So these Vans are gonna go with the dress for the first outfit, and I'm gonna be wearing those on the first day because they don't take up space in my bag, so I don't have to pack them, if that makes sense. Like once you get to the hostel or the hotel or wherever you're staying, then it doesn't matter like what you wear the other days because you can leave stuff there. But you always want to wear the biggest stuff when you're actually traveling, and that goes for long sleeves too. So you never want to go somewhere without having like an extra layer you can put on because it might be way colder than you expected. So these are the two warmer layers that I was always go between when I was on the ship. This one's almost like a sweatshirt, but it's like a thick long sleeve that's ribbed and cream and loose and flowy, and you can like tie it up too. So it looks good with a ton of different stuff and is good for layering. And then I also had this jacket from Zara, which is like a green army jacket. I brought this with me instead of a jean jacket that I had because, I don't know, I thought it was more fun. I got it specifically for the trip just to like spice up my wardrobe. So I had this green denim jacket as well. So I would bring this sort of thing if we were doing more activity, more like hiking and stuff like that. And I would bring this one if my hiking wasn't going to be as rigorous. So this is the one I'm going to pack for this trip we're going on right now. And I would wear this over this dress with these shoes. See, it's not hideous, you know, it's okay. So that is all stuff I'm wearing for the first day, so I don't have to actually fit it into my backpack. So nothing has gone in here since like the towel and the swimsuit. So then for day 2, regardless of where I went on my travels, we always did something active on the second day. Like, I don't know, like walking around a lot, or like hiking, going to a beach, going bungee jumping, going zip lining, a lot of crazy stuff. So I would bring some sort of activewear for your second day. This is a tank top that I love that is from actually Old Navy, which, did you know that that's owned by Athleta and it's like the same brand, basically, like the same brand family. So I love Old Navy's activewear because I feel like it's such high quality for being not that expensive. And when I found out it was owned by Athleta, I was like, of course, they're using like the same designs, same branding, it's just like slightly different, but it's basically the same. So that's where this is from. Really cute, and it's really bright, so I would want to wear it for like pictures and stuff. And then I just bring like some black shorts, and that would literally be like the second day's outfit. So I'm gonna toss that in the bag. I would wear it like with my Vans, whatever, and I wouldn't have to worry about any of it getting dirty for any of the active activities that we were doing. And then I realized maybe I should have said pajamas first, but this is something else to mention. When you're packing your pajamas, you can bring shirts that you would want to wear outside of just sleeping as well. So if you really like hated the options you brought or the options you packed for like wearing, you could also just wear like a cute pajama shirt. So I always brought like graphic tees instead of just like gross pajamas that don't look like real clothing at all, because that way I could like tie them up and wear them with like shorts, or I could pair them over that red dress and tie it so it's like a skirt and dress kind of thing. It's a whole new outfit, you know. So you could bring real clothes for your pajamas instead of things that you would not want to be seen in. So that is going into, and then you can bring shorts or pants, and I just brought these really light joggers because again, you never know when it might be colder than you expect. So you can wear these for sleeping, you can wear those activewear shorts for sleeping as well, or you could wear like no pants when you're sleeping, I don't know. But then these joggers could also be worn on like the ride back from wherever you're going because they're comfortable and they're a warmer option in case you need it. So I am just really shoving all of this down into my bag. And then I would probably bring one more like dress, and this one's cute. It's way shorter than the other one and it's like flowy and blue. I think I got it from Target. It has little flowers on it. But then you could change into this after your activewear day outfit if you're going to dinner somewhere, or you could wear it on the day on the ride back. It's just a super like light and flowy clothing item, so it takes up like no space at all. Like look at that, it got so small. So you can just shove that in your bag as well. Be sure to do something that's not going to get super wrinkly. This one surprisingly doesn't, even though it's like cotton, but there are some things like you do not want to bring like your silk dress. You always need to steam before you wear because it's going to get so wrinkly in a backpack. So just bring something light and flowy that can actually be worn once it's like shoved in a backpack for a while. Okay, and then I would just throw in like more pairs of underwear, some socks for whatever tennis shoes you're wearing, and like a sports bra. You could also sleep in this if you wanted to, and I don't know, it's always good to have one. And then my next piece of advice is that I always packed like a hair binder. This one goes around your ponytail. This piece also comes off and is just like a ribbon. This is from H&M. And then a headband because, I don't know, my hair was always really dirty on these trips. I don't even think that I really washed it if we were just going for like 2 nights. I think I just washed it when we got back, which is totally fun. Like I would braid it and I would put in a headband like I just talked about because then no one could tell. So this is another good thing to think about, to bring some hair accessories. Not only does it like switch up your outfits and make them exciting and make your pictures cute if you're taking it from the back or something, but also it just like hides your dirty hair, and they're tiny, so you can throw some of those in your bag as well. Okay, and then I realized I forgot to talk about the other shoe option you're gonna bring, but I would bring some very flat sandals. Like these are so flat, like they're so flat. They might not be like the most supportive, but I never got blisters. My feet never like hurt from wearing them even after walking for a long time. So bring some sort of like leather sandal. I think these are from Target too, and they're just so flat that I can like shove them inside of like the laptop case part of my backpack. You can't see that, but there's like a laptop section in the back, and I can just like shove these in there and they don't take up any space because they're flat. So that is your best shoe option. You could bring like Birkenstocks and stuff. I wore those a ton on the ship. Sorry, the lighting in here is changing a lot because like it's windy, so the trees are moving and the light's just changing. But I wore those Birkenstocks a lot on the ship, but I found them too bulky to actually like pack in a backpack. So I just brought my thinnest shoes I could find. So that is good advice as well. So that sums up the clothing part of this video actually. Like there's nothing else that I would bring with me. So really don't overpack your clothing. Just like actually think about what you need to wear. Don't bring yourself a ton of options. Just bring some versatile pieces that won't get wrinkly in your bag. So now let's move on to like toiletries and stuff. This is the bag I actually brought on all of my travels because it's like the smallest little toiletry bag and it really limited me, which was good. And this will fit in my backpack still. But what's inside of it? The first thing I would bring is like a miniature version of your face wash. Always a good idea. And then a washcloth that you can just leave outside of this bag and just like toss in your bag too, because you never know if there's not going to be any towels provided for you. I like washing my face, so washcloth is good. And then I brought like a lotion to put on afterwards, and these are all very small sizes, so that is good to keep in mind as well. Bring like travel bottles or travel sizes. And like I said, I didn't bring any like shampoo or conditioner because I just wasn't gonna wash my hair. So that was something that I didn't have to pack, and that saved me some space. And then deodorant, of course, you need to bring that. And then I don't have a travel size toothpaste right now to represent my toothpaste that I brought. So this is like acne medication, but this is like the size of a travel toothpaste. Bring a small version of that. And then also I don't have my travel toothbrush. All I had was my electric one. So this is to represent my small toothbrush as well. So I just had like a mini version of both things. And then if you use makeup wipes, which I do, you can either bring like a big pack, but this was taking up too much space. So I have all these little packages that you could pick up before you go, and then just count how many days you're gonna be there and bring as many as you need. And then they're tiny, single use, and you can just like toss them in your bag. And then also in here I just have like some hair binders and some clips, which are tiny again, so those can just fit in that bag as well. And let me put it all back in, and then I will go through my makeup bag and show you what I brought from that. So this was like the whole makeup bag that I had on the ship with me, but I did not bring all of this stuff with me to all the places I went because I don't know, after a while you just get sick of like traveling and having to carry all your stuff. So I think I only brought like my mascara, eyelash curler, and then honestly maybe just like concealer and foundation. I think that was it. Like I really try to keep it simple on the days when I was traveling around to different countries. If I was staying on the ship, I could do things that were like more complicated or just like try harder. But as you can see, oh, this is exactly how it was before. It's like stuffed to the brim, but I have everything I need in there, so that is good. And then I can put that in my backpack as well. That'll go in, and this washcloth, because if I had to bring my whole makeup bag, it just wouldn't fit. And then the other thing to always remember to bring is like sunscreen. So this is like body one, face one, because like I said, you're always gonna be in the ocean, you're always gonna be like at sea level, and it's always gonna be a high probability that you will get burned. And then I also have a phone charger to throw in this bag too. So it's getting pretty full. As you can see, we're nearing the top. And then I will just talk quickly about my carry-on sort of thing, or my crossbody purse that I would bring with me as well. So I'm sure that you've heard me say this a lot or talk about this all the time. I really like talk about the purse that you bring a lot in all my videos, but it needs to have a zipper, of course. This is not the purse that I actually had with me. I got this a few days ago at Target, but I think it's really cute. And it's like a sling body one, so it keeps it really close to you, and I don't know, I think it's just really cute. It has a pocket here, and a pocket on the inside. So this is the sort of stuff that I would bring with me. It's pretty much just basic purse stuff. Right now I have a mask in here. I didn't have to bring this on my voyage, but of course you might need to bring some masks with you as well. That's a good idea. And then I just have my wallet, and in this I would put my green sheet, which is what you get before you get to any new country. And it has like all the advice and all the emergency numbers that you would need. So I would just throw that in there. I also have my vaccination card, which is good, of course, and then just any extra money, credit cards, whatever. Wallet is very important. This is where I have my sunglasses too, so you could wear them on the bus or train or whatever you're doing, and some AirPods or headphones. And then in my backpack, in one of these front pockets, I would also just put an extra pair of headphones that have like a string or like a cord. So just in case you forget to charge them, you don't want to be stuck on an 8-hour bus ride with nothing to do. So for sure, bring some headphones with you. And then in the front part of this purse, I just have some like chopsticks and stuff. I would also put in this purse, it's big enough, I would put in some granola bars or some like packets of like nuts and stuff, because I am known to be the most hangry person on the planet, especially when traveling, and like if I'm hungry, it's so bad. So just put some of that stuff in there as well. And again, I like this bag because it'll stay really close to your body, and it's not gonna get I don't know, left behind, stolen, because it's a crossbody bag. So this is probably your best sort of bet for a purse. And wow, we are really nearing the end here. I can't believe that this all fits so well. Just the last thing I would bring is your own water bottle that's refillable, reusable, because sometimes there just wasn't like drinkable water within the countries that we would go to, and you needed to like drink the water either off the ship or buy your own and like refill a water bottle. So I wouldn't actually bring this kind because it has a straw, but one that like closes. This is just the one I have in my room right now, and I would shove that in my bag as well. And then zip it up and you're done. And as you can see, this is a very full bag, and then I'd have a full purse as well. But really, it's better than carrying a duffel bag. It can all stay on your back, it can all stay like on your body, and you don't need to overpack for these short trips. So that was what I usually packed for like the day trips off the ship, or like a 3-day, 2-night kind of thing. So I hope that that was helpful. I don't honestly think that I forgot anything. Like that was literally what I packed every time. So that is good to know that like that's literally like all you have to bring. Don't worry about it, just pack probably as little as possible with some options to keep things versatile, but just don't pack something that's gonna break your back if you have to walk 3 miles like I did to get to the Airbnb because we weren't gonna pay for a taxi. So I hope that video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm all packed up and ready to go nowhere. So I'll just unpack this now. But please subscribe to my channel and let me know any other videos you'd like to see in the comments down below. And thank you guys for watching.